PB&J'S BBQ food truck, Bert McLain. Hey, Bert.
Hi, Bert.
Good to see you again.
Absolutely. It's a great day in the neighborhood.
It's always good to see you because you're always piloting a truck with great food.
I try my best.
So I know the question you probably get a lot because I know I've asked it.
Sure.
Where is the peanut butter and jelly in PB&J'S barbecue food truck?
I get asked it daily. When I was a kid, I was such a picky eater that my parents would take me out to dinner and they would ask the waiter or waitress if they'd make me a PB&J. So I said, when I grow up, I'm going to own a restaurant, and on the menu, or our adult menu, I'm going to have a PB&J. And for people that have been to our food truck, on our menu is called the infamous PB&J, which stands for pork, bacon, and jam.
So there it is.
Yeah.
It just means something different. How long have you had PB&J'S?
We started in 2012 as a barbecue competition team. So if you've ever seen the barbecue pitmaster shows on TV or items like that, we entered our first contest in 2012 and we're hooked ever since. And
okay.
We've been doing.
So you must have won.
We've been fortunate enough. We've had 3 grand champions, 4 reserve grand champions. We've got to cook twice at the Jack Daniel's distillery in Tennessee. We competed in the world's largest barbecue contest in Kansas City, inside the Motor Speedway there. We've been very, very fortunate.
So those are barbecue capitals, but
yeah.
You're not from either one of those.
I am from about an hour outside of Boston, Massachusetts.
Not known for barbecue.
Not known for barbecue.
So how did
known
you get
for
into
more
barbecue?
Lobster rolls and clams.
Exactly, clams, lobster rolls. Wow.
Moved here in '95 with my mom, and graduated high school. Went into the corporate world for a while. Was more in mortgage banking for quite a minute, and just decided like if I wanted to be my own boss finally. And doing the barbecue competition, we started doing catering, and that brought us to people like, hey, you need to open something. Mm-hmm. So opening a brick and mortar is more expensive. So buying a food truck, we started with about $18,000 food truck, and then basically just went from there.
Awesome. And now it's changed. You are also owner of a brick and mortar.
So it's kind of fitting that I was wearing my shirt today. It says the best restaurants have wheels. I still believe that, thoroughly believe that. But we now have a central location for our catering operation. Over the last couple of years, our catering has exploded, and awesome. It's been fantastic. And like I said, we've been very fortunate.
So tomorrow is our first Food Truck Tuesday of the summer, and the DDA has turned it over to the food truck operators of Jackson.
Absolutely, we are so excited, so excited.
So how will it be different from past Food Truck Tuesdays?
I'm going to say it won't be different because we want the entertainment and we want the vibe to be the same. All it is it's just a different place taking it over. So the DDA, we love Beth. She's our DDA director, but it's a thankless job, and she needed help, and we didn't want it to go away. So we said, hey, what can we do? And we worked together to come up with this idea. And basically, the food trucks are running it for the food trucks and for the community. And we love the community.
One thing, it'll all be local.
Absolutely.
Jackson food trucks.
For the most part, it'll be local Jackson food trucks. We do have a couple of the out-of-towners that have a great following here, and that if we didn't bring them back, we'd probably get yelled at.
Tell us about, will you be there tomorrow?
I will be there as a person, but not as an organizer, but not as a truck. My first date is the following Food Truck Tuesday, the 24th, I believe.
Because there's so many food trucks in the Jackson Area Food Truck Association.
There is, at last count, in Jackson County, there's 26.
Wow.
And it's all different cuisines. We have something for just about everybody. And that's what we did when we came up with the schedule, was to try to figure out how can we not, like, there's no point in having a food truck organization or a rally that has 4 barbecue trucks or 3 pizza trucks or, something like that. So how can we showcase everybody's offerings and just give people, just an absurd amount of choices?
Well, each truck has an absurd amount of choices too. You have a pretty extensive menu.
Oh, my goodness, we do. I've tried to pare it down, and it's like as soon as I take something off, I get a comment like, that was our favorite. Why is it not there anymore? So we're running our food truck menu that we were last year.
How do you define your barbecue? What style is it?
Competition style.
So
we focus on flavor. We don't focus on a certain style. I've been to Texas, I've been to Kansas City, I've been to Tennessee, I've been to Carolinas. I can respect everybody's style. I think we're a hodgepodge of that. You know, I tell people that I don't try to be the best. I want to be consistent. I want you to come to our truck or come to our shop and make sure that if you get the same thing every single time, that it's going to taste the exact same thing every single time.
Is barbecue pork or is it beef?
Barbecue is a cuisine. So we do, on our food truck, we do brisket and we do pulled pork. Sometimes we'll offer smoked hamburgers or cheeseburgers or ribs.
Smoked hamburgers?
Oh, it's the best thing you ever had.
You actually take ground beef and put it in the smoker?
So it almost comes out like a meatloaf consistency. It's smoky, it's juicy. We use all our brisket trimmings.
Is it brown? Does it brown?
It does. It gets the color of the rub or the spices that you put on it. It's dark, but it's juicy and beautiful on the inside.
Oh, I'll have to try it.
Good.
And Bert also has a brand new restaurant downtown Brooklyn, and you've got the same kind of menu there?
Yeah, we have a little bit more of our traditional offerings, meat platters and meat by the pound. The reason we started our food truck with the menu that we do, and the menu is creative sandwiches along with loaded mac, we didn't want to be the same thing over and over again. We want to be different, because as a food truck, you have to market yourself different. But our restaurant, which is at 109 South Main Street in Brooklyn, inside the Callahan's Coffee Shop, dine in, carry out. It has our creative side, but it also has our traditional side.
Cool. Well, we'll have to check it out. And in the meantime, we'll check you out at Food Truck Tuesday. About a dozen food trucks?
Yeah, about a dozen food trucks pretty much every week, or every other Tuesday.
All right, first one tomorrow. Thanks for coming in, Bert.
Thank you for having me, Bart.
The owner of PB&J'S, the barbecue food truck, and member of the Jackson Area Food Truck Association, Bert McLain.